In the last video, we have discussed Portuguese. Here are the timeline of events. Please pause the video and have a look. Now, in this video, we will look into the other European powers who have ventured into India. Here, first we will discuss the Dutch. Cornelis de Houtman was the first Dutchman to reach Sumatra in 1596. In 1602, the States General of Netherlands amalgamated many trading companies into the East India Company of Netherlands. This company was also empowered to carry on the wars, to conclude treaties, to take possession of territories and to erect the fortresses. After their arrival in India, the Dutch founded their first factory in Masulipatam, which is in present-day Andhra Pradesh, in 1605. They captured Nagapatnam near Madras, which is nothing but Chennai, from Portuguese and made it their main stronghold in South India. The Dutch established factories on Coromandel coast and in Gujarat, Uttar Pradesh, Bengal and Bihar. In 1609, they opened a factory in Pulicat, which is north of Madras. Their other principal factories in India were at Surat and Karaikal, next Kasim Bazar, Nagapatnam and Cochin. At this time, the English were also increasing the trade in India, which eventually led to Anglo-Dutch rivalry. This commercial rivalry soon turned into bloody warfare. We don't have to go into details of all the Anglo-Dutch war, but the climax of the enmity between the Dutch and the English in the east was reached at Amboyana. Amboyana is a place in the present-day Indonesia which the Dutch had captured from Portuguese in 1605. After prolonged warfare, both parties came to a compromise in 1667 by which the British agreed to withdraw all their claims on Indonesia and the Dutch retreated from India to concentrate on their more profitable trade in Indonesia. The most important Indian commodity the Dutch traded in were silk, cotton, indigo, rice and opium. The Dutch were not much interested in empire building in India, their concerns were trade. In any case, their main commercial interest lay in the Spice Islands of Indonesia, from where they earned a huge profit through business. The next important European power which stayed in India for 200 years was the English. As the knowledge grew of the high profits earned by the Portuguese in eastern trade, English traders too wanted a share. So, in 1599, a group of English merchants calling themselves the Merchant Adventurers formed a company. On December 31st, 1600, Queen Elizabeth I issued a charter with rights of exclusive trading to the company named the Governors and Company of Merchants of London trading into East Indies. Now, let's look into the progress of English company. Captain Hawkins arrived in the court of Jahangir in April 1609. But the mission to establish a factory at Surat didn't succeed due to the opposition from the Portuguese. In 1611, the English had started trading at Masulipatam on the southeastern coast of India and later established a factory there in 1616. It was in 1612 that the Captain Thomas Best defeated the Portuguese in the Sea of Surat and impressed Jahangir granted permission to the English in early 1613 to establish a factory at Surat under Thomas Ellsworth. In 1615, Sir Thomas Roe came as an accredited ambassador of James I to the court of Jahangir. Though he was unsuccessful in concluding a commercial treaty with the Mughal Emperor, he was able to secure a number of privileges, including permission to set up factories at Agra, Ahmedabad and Bharuch. The English company did not have smooth progress, but the changing situation helped them and turned things in their favor. Bombay had been gifted to King Charles II by the King of Portugal as a dowry when Charles married the Portuguese Princess Catherine in 1662. Then Bombay was given over to East India Company on an annual payment of £10 only in 1668. The English position was improved by the golden firman issued to them by Sultan of Golconda in 1632. On payment of 500 pagodas a year, they have earned the privilege of trading freely in the ports of Golconda. The pagodas were unit of currency, a coin made up of gold or a half gold minted by Indian dynasties as well as British, French and the Dutch. Soon, Madras replaced the Moslimapatnam as the main center for the East India Company after the construction of St. George Fort. Thereafter, English extended their trading activities to the east and started factories at Hariharipur in Mahanadi Delta and Balaspur in Odisha in 1633. Now, let's see how East India Company had foothold in Bengal. Bengal was then a large and rich province in India, advanced in trade and commerce. Commercial and political control over Bengal naturally appeared an attractive proposition to the profit-seeking English merchants. It is also an important province for Mughal Empire. Shah Shuja, the Subedar or governor of Bengal in 1651, allowed the English to trade in Bengal in return of annual payment of Rs 3000. Factories in Bengal were started at Hooghly in 1651 and other places like Kazim Bazar, Patna and Rajmahal. Nevertheless, despite the privileges of farmers, the company's business was now and then obstructed by the customs officers in the local checkpost who asked for the payment of tolls. Due to this, a rivalry broke between the English and local Subedars of Bengal. Hooghly was sacked by the Imperial Mughal empires in October 1686. The English were forced to leave the Hooghly and were sent to an unhealthy location at the mouth of river Ganga. After the Mughal raid on Hooghly, Job Charnock, a company agent, started negotiation with the Mughals so as to return to a place called Sutanauti. Charnock signed a treaty with the Mughals in February 1690 and returned to Sutanauti in August 1690. In 1698, English succeeded in permission to buy the zamindaris of three villages of Sutanauti, Gobindapur and Kalikata, nothing but Kalighat, from their owners on payment of Rs 1200. The fortified settlement was named Fort William in the year 1700, when it also became the seat of Eastern Presidency with Sir Charles Eyre as its first president. Now let's see about Farrukh Sir's Farman. In 1715, an English mission led by John Surman to the court of Mughal Emperor Farrukh Sir secured three famous farmans, giving the company many valuable privileges in Bengal, Gujarat and Hyderabad. The farman thus obtained were regarded as the Magna Carta of the company. Some of the important terms of the farman are: first, in Bengal, the company's imports and exports were exempted from additional custom duties. The company was permitted to issue dastaks, which is nothing but passes, for the transportation of such goods. The company was also permitted to rent more lands around Calcutta. It was decreed that the coins of the company minted at Bombay were to have currency throughout the Mughal Empire. That's all for this video. In the next video, we will look into the French and their rivalry with the English and how English overcome to become the supreme power in India. For more videos like this, please like, share and subscribe to our channel. Thank you.